What's up, beloved? Welcome to BMHP's Table Etiquettes. I'm I'm still in the love vibe, so I gotta do some free readings to get back to my subscribers. I had to think about it for a minute. I'm like, followers, subscribers, what channel am I on? But either way, I'm gonna do a quick collective message before we get started. Either way, beloved, what is the message for the collective, please? What does the collective need to know at this time, love? What does the collective need to know at this time, beloved? So you guys got joy and delight. Happiness is here. Finally, right? And with this joy and delight card, you know what I feel like, collective? I feel like you guys are in a different season, right? Whatever season you was in, whatever was going on, this season is totally different, right? I feel like by the springtime, you guys are going to be completely healed. You guys are going to be ready for something new. You guys are going to be traveling. You guys are going to be exploring. You guys are going to be like doing new shit. Like your life is going to look like a 180 compared to last year. Last year, your life may have been look like, oh, I'm down, I'm depressed, I'm so on and so forth. But this year right here is the year where everything is getting ready to shift and change in your favor. So get ready. And for some of you guys are already experiencing this level of joy. Maybe there's something that you're going to be happy for, excited for, jumping around for. You know, with this joy and delight energy as well, for some of you guys might be getting some type of surprise visit, a surprise phone call, some money, something's getting ready to come in for you, collective. So just watch out for that. But something's coming in that's gonna make you happy as all outdoors. Okay. What else? What else does the collective need to know? Wow. How ironic. Then you get the contradiction card, tears of joy and sadness. So why is it like the good come with the bad? You know what they say, a new level, new devil type energy, right? You know what though, collective? I feel like you might be happy for all the things that's happening in your life right now, but there may be some sadness there as well for some of the things where you feel like you're missing. But I'll just advise you of this, collective. You know, pay attention, be grateful for the things you have versus the things you don't have, because you got so many damn blessings in your life, it don't even make sense. But sometimes I feel like as a collective energy, we let what we don't have overpower the feeling of everything we do have. Like some of us, we want love, we want, companionship, we want connection, not realizing like we got a beautiful life. We got friends that love us, we got family members that love us, we got, associates that just, want to spend time with us. And sometimes we just don't see all of the blessings that we have in our life. So that's kind of the energy that this is kind of talking about. It's like, having all of these great gifts, right, in our lives at this time, at this moment, but yet still having that sadness. And that sadness may come from, and I'm just gonna be honest, it may come from, not having that person that you want in your life, that person that you want to share your life with in this season. But it's like right now, I feel like you are busy for a reason. There's things going on in your life for a reason. There's people that need you and all kind of stuff. Like you have been being very productive. Just think about if you were in a relationship. Relationships are a lot of work. They take up a lot of time. Sometimes we I don't want to say devalue our other relationships, but they just don't take the same priority in our life sometime when we are in a relationship with a person. So maybe this is the reason for why, because one thing is for sure, beloved, you have been planting seeds and you are getting ready to see your harvest. And I said this at the beginning of the year, that you were getting ready to reap a harvest, right? And it's like the harvest is here. The harvest is like, man, I feel like by springtime you should see the harvest, because look at how it goes from planting the seeds, right, to you having your garden being full with flowers and plants and all kind of stuff. So yeah, you're in a different season, but please don't let just not being in a relationship make you feel like your life is like so dull or whatever. You got so many blessings that you need to just be grateful for in your life, okay? What does the collective need to know about their love life? Speaking of love, what does the collective need to know about their love life? What does the collective need to know about their love life, beloved? What does the collective need to know about their love life? You guys can go ahead and start dropping your questions in the chat. Filling my Valentine's little guide. So, yeah. What does the collective need to know about their love life? It's not the right time. This is, I feel like this is the season that's about you, collective. Yes, you're gonna have that joy and that sadness or whatever because you want that relationship. But I feel like right now there's other things. The reason why beloved is coming through saying no, because there's other things that's getting ready to take priority in your life or is currently taking priorities. A lot of things that you're doing currently in your life you wouldn't be able to do if you're in a relationship. I mean, just think about it. Like you wouldn't been able to start whatever you started. You wouldn't be able to use your creative talents, your creative abilities. You wouldn't been able to help that friend. You wouldn't been able to help your mom. You wouldn't been able to do a lot of things because you would have been consumed by a relationship. So just think about it, okay? What else does the collective need to know regarding love? Wow. Let go. Make room for the new beginning that's on its way. And remember, I started this reading off saying that there is something that's coming in that's going to make you very happy, okay? Or someone that's coming in. So this is like that, still holding on to that past energy. Yeah, you're moving on and you're caught in between two worlds, but you are getting ready to be very happy in life, beloved. It's just right now isn't the right time because I almost feel like you haven't let go of whatever this person was in your life. So yeah, okay. What else, beloved? It looks like you already joined the cult. I mean, your name is Coke Productions. What type? Okie. I'm sorry. This is Black Madonna HP Tarot When Truth Matters. This ain't, you can't just come here, troll. When you enter a woman's house, a man's house, you speak, you say hello. Manners, right? What's wrong with manners? Okay? And then you guys have air signs. Right now, this is how you guys are coming off too. If you guys do want love in your life, you guys are going to have to change this energy. For so many of you guys, you want love, but your heart is closed, right? So open up your heart if you want love in your life, okay? I want to also see how this past person feels about you because I know a lot of people wonder about the past. So let's see what's going on with the past energy. I'm going to try and get my computer and camera back up working. You guys wonder why I do it on my phone now. It just takes so much sometimes to prepare to just do the live. So I'm going to try to get that together because this gives me such a limited space to work on. Beloved, how does the collective ex-person feel about them or the one that's on their mind? What's their true emotions? My first love is money, but you are close behind. My primary focus right now is money. You want to know why, collective? Their primary focus right now is money? Because that's the area they've been having problems in since you guys have not been in their lives. When you were in their lives, whether you know it or not, collective, a lot of abundance poured into their life. You may have seen them buy new things or been able to invest in new things or whatever the case may have been at that time. But that is because they were connected to you. They were connected to your energy. Now that they aren't able to feed off of your energy, it's not going that well in their life right now. Okay. What else, beloved? What else does the collective person want them to know? What else is their true emotions? Wow. I say mean things to you because I do not want you to get close to me. I'm afraid of intimacy. Emotionally unavailable ass person. How did it feel? It felt like shit dealing with this person, didn't it? Because here it is, you're all open and you're being vulnerable with this person and you're telling them how you feel and you're trying to figure out why they're not reciprocating the energy, why it's so hard, why it's so difficult, what am I doing wrong? God, what else can I do to make this person happy? And the whole time, they're afraid to even let you in. You could have had the damn key and they would have had a padlock on the back of the door. You would have never been able to get close to this person because they are too afraid to let people in. And that's so sad. Like, don't be like this person. Because I feel like for some of you guys may have picked up this person's energy since most of you guys are in this air sign energy, closed off, afraid to love, all that type of stuff. Please don't let what this person was doing to you ruin this beautiful opportunity that you have coming into your life. Okay? What else is their true emotions for the collective? What else, love? What else is their true emotions for the collective? What else is their true emotions for the collective? I don't want to go, but there are things I need to take care of before we can be together. Will you wait for me? You know, this is that same energy I feel like of the Knight of Wands energy, right? I'm not ready to really let you into my heart. I'm not really ready to get close to you, but I got to take care of some stuff. Will you wait for me? I'll be right back, right? And then they leave or whatever the case may be. They act emotionally distanced or whatever the case, right? And then they come back and they do the same thing over again. How much time, collective, do you have to waste waiting for this person to get their shit together? Because first thing, they got to work on whatever is going on with their financial house, right? Their first love is money. So something's going on with their money because that's their focus right now. Okay. But then they want you to wait on them while they put money before you. So you're secondary even there. So keep that in mind while you're sitting there and waiting for this person or thinking about whether or not to let this person back. You might always be second in line. What else, love? Some people hate that too. Some people put their careers before love. Some people have real problems in their marriages because of that. What else, beloved? What else does the collective need to know? Yeah, Gus, I'll get to you in 1 second, beloved. What else, love? Your person is so closed off. This is the true emotions deck. It's tons of emotions in this deck, and they're coming out with very surface level cards. I don't answer your questions directly because I feel like you see through me. I don't want to be exposed. So it's obvious that they're hiding something from you, but of course they are because they're afraid of intimacy. So very surface level. I'm not getting any real true love emotions that's coming out of this deck. Give me one more for the collective's person. What's their true emotions? Wow. I sit and wonder why you haven't called me. I will call you, but my pride won't let me. You see what I mean? It's all about them, collective, even at a distance away from you. It's all about them. My primary focus is money. I say mean things to you because I. So you may have been dealing with somebody that was very self-focused. This tells me that this was a very unbalanced relationship. All this person was thinking about was themselves. And here you were, I feel like, putting in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of energy and effort into someone who wasn't filling your cup at all. All they were doing was poking a hole at the bottom of your cup and draining the shit out of it. Right? And it got to the point I feel like that beloved had to intervene on this relationship because you didn't have nothing left to pour out, beloved. If you would have poured any more, I think you would have been totally depleted. And because you are a child of the Most High, because you are a child of I don't know, the universe, Allah, God, whoever, the universe stepped in. Like, no, not mine, not mine. Touch not my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. Right? And this is why this person is having financial problems, because they were trying to drain you on purpose. They knew they were emotionally unavailable. They knew that they were leading you on. They knew that they would never be able to meet you where you were. And they failed to let you know that I am not ready for a relationship. They just kind of strung you along. And that's why you still have this sense of deep sadness that is weighing over you. Like, you just supposed to be like this right now, collective. I'm not gonna lie. This is supposed to be your energy. You're supposed to be happy as hell that you got rid of this energy vampire out of your life. But you find yourself in this energy. You have joy and happiness. At least that's what you show the world. But when you get home at night and you lay down in your bed and everything's quiet, you still feel that sadness, right? Yeah. So that's what I have for you guys. I guess, Gus, I'm going to go ahead and do you first. If you guys have questions, please drop them in the chat. I'm not sure why my throat chakra is messed up, but yeah. You want to know if your wife still loves you? Beloved, not these ones. Does Gus' wife still love Gus, beloved? Does Gus' wife still love Gus, beloved? The moon. The two of wands. And the high priestess. Why does your wife have this darker energy that surrounds her? I feel like your wife, I feel like you think it's you. But I feel like she has an internal battle that's going on with her, beloved. I feel like there's something that she's hurting over, something she's never gotten over. I'm not sure if it's something that have to do with you, or something that happened in her life, or something that happened with her family, or if there's someone that she is grieving or something like that. But your wife is a very unhappy person, beloved. I'm not sure if it's that she's unhappy in this situation or what it is, but she has this energy of fog, right? Just getting through the day, just kind of dragging through the day, emotional, is low energy. Like her very being is, I don't know. It's like she's tired or is giving up, or I don't know. It's something deeper than what meets the surface. I feel like you think it's you, but what's changing her is something is bothering her. Clarify this moon energy. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, I definitely got to get my camera up and running. This space is way too small. The Three of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles. She needs, your wife, whatever's going on with her, she needs some type of help. But it's almost like a suffering in silence type of energy, love. You think it's you, and she wants so bad. I don't feel like it's, how can I say this? She wants to feel that happiness that she once felt with you and whatnot, but I feel like she doesn't have the capacity to give you what you need. Like, she can't make herself happy. How can she make you happy, right? I mean, she's crying inside. I don't know what type of woman this is. Some of us women, we talk to other women about what we're going through, but she seems like the type that she is an introvert and she holds a lot inside, but it's like it's hurting her. It's almost overwhelming. Like I feel like crying and it's in her heart space. So if you're asking me, do she still love you? I would say yes, she still love you, but what she's going through is not about you. She has an eternal battle that she's dealing with regarding something that she feels is making her unhappy. She could have mental health issues, beloved, but this is why she's distant. This is why she's behaving and acting the way that she's acting, is because there's something going on deeper than what meets the surface. She's just not communicating with you or anyone else about it. This is like when you suffer in silence. When you're in the room full of people and you're screaming loud and no one can hear you because you're voiceless. Something is taking the life force out of her. Now I'm gonna ask you a question, Gus. Have you been a good husband to her? And are you that life force? Are you what is overwhelming her in some sense? Is there something you're trying to get from her that she feels like she just can't give you? You know, these are questions to really ask. Okay. Let me see her true emotions regarding you, Gus. But yeah, she got other stuff going on, real deep. Because the way I feel inside, I mean, my chest is heavy. My stomach is like tightening up. She has other stuff going on. Okay. What's Gus' wife true emotions towards Gus? What's her true emotions towards Gus, please? What's her true emotions towards Gus? I think you are an amazing person. I'm so happy I met someone like you. So it's not you. And that's why I was feeling like, I didn't feel like it was you, beloved. It's something deeper going on with her. Okay? What else, love? What else does Gus need to know? Wow. Wow. I am so sorry to tell you this, but I believe our relationship has run its course. I'm moving on. Is this what's overwhelming her? Is this what she's holding inside? Because, like I said, with her feeling like you're amazing, I don't feel like it has anything to do with you, though. If she wants to exit this relationship, Gus, it's because of whatever's going on mentally with her. It just seems like it's something that's hard for her, something that's overwhelming. Like I don't know if she communicates or if she's led on what this issue is, what the situation is. Something is bothering her. It's overwhelming. And I'm just gonna be honest. Like you might just be a casualty of the war that's going on inside of her. I'll put it to you like this. Here's an example, Gus, of what I mean. Let's say you guys met in high school, right? And you guys been high school sweethearts. You've been married 25, 30 years, right? But suddenly you notice a change and shift in your spouse, right? They don't act the same. They don't treat you the same. They just change. They're just different, right? So you find out maybe, this person comes and tells you one day, I just feel, like we're growing in different directions, or I just feel like, whatever. It's kind of that type of energy. Like, I don't feel like it's anything that you've done. It's more internal. And this is what I'm saying. Something is wrong with her, Gus. Look at the next card. I want to be with you forever. I see our future together. I wanted to ask you to marry me. You're the one. So she feels like, as far as marriage, you are the one for her, right? And then here she's talking about she wants to move on, but then she thinks you're amazing. It's something going on with your wife mentally. Something inside of her. She's battling within herself about something. And what I would advise for you to do is to communicate and see what is going on with her instead of feeling like it's got to be something about you. I don't feel like you are the root cause of whatever this darkness, this sadness, this cloud that she's carrying. Whatever she's carrying is something heavy that she's carrying. And I don't feel like you are the root cause of it. I don't. So to answer your question, do she love you? Absolutely. But it's not, your love isn't strong enough to help her through whatever it is she's going through, love. Something else is going on with her. Okay. So that's what I get for you on that, Gus. I hope it made sense, because I just the energy, the way it was coming up, it's like my chest hurt, you know, my stomach is rumbling in different directions, twisting and turning. It's something deeper with her. Okay. Alrighty. Who's next? Osmond? Let me look. Osmond, are you still here? Actual Goddess, are you still here? Okay. My question is, will I have any more children? And what will it be, please? Alrighty. Beloved, will Osmond have any more children, beloved? And if so, what will it be, love? The Knight of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Swords. Clarify this Knight of Cups in reverse for me, please. You want a baby now, like now, right? But what is going on with your love life as far as having a child? Because I feel like I don't like this energy for a child's mother, right? Because as anxious as you are to have this child, what is going on as far as, would you be able to nurture this child? Are you going to have time for this child? Are you willing to put your life on hold to have this baby? This Queen of Swords energy, and I'm sorry, this is Black Madonna HP Tarot when truth matters. This Queen of Swords energy don't sit right with me to be wanting to have a child, beloved. There's something more like going on with this Queen of Swords and why this child is not being produced yet. Are you married? Are you in a relationship? And if so, if you're married, why are you showing up in this energy? A mother should be showing up in a Queen of Cups, Empress energy. Clarify this Queen of Swords energy, love. I don't like that energy at all. Clarify the Ace of Wands. A lot of damn sex going on in that house. And the Ten of Swords. If your person, whoever your person is, might be sterile. They might... I do not mean to laugh. But this person might be shooting blanks, beloved. Okay? But I don't... You gotta, what's going on with the collective energy? You need to open your heart space up. If you want to bear a child, first off, let's talk about it. You need to open up your heart space. Who wants to have a hard-ass mother? Yeah, the first year, and it's cute to have the baby and everything. But what about, like, the type of, wow. That's why they don't like getting readings from me over on TikTok. This energy, This is the type of mother that is mean, right? This is the type of mother that, like, isn't on time to daycare and different stuff like that. I don't like the Queen of Swords for mother energy. I'm sorry. Like, you think you want a child right now, but are you ready for it? Like, why ain't your heart open? Why is it not coming out in this nurturing ass energy that it needs to be to have a brand new baby? Like, I'm sorry. I'm a realist. Every mother, just because you could bear a child, isn't a good mother. And we've seen that through the child protection system. And I'm not saying that you will be a bad mother or anything like that, but I'm just saying, you say that you want a child, but you're showing up as the Queen of Swords in reverse. That's a mean ass mama, right? It's cool. It look cute until you up, 2 weeks in a row because you got a baby that's been crying all night long and everything like that. Like, are you going to be able to deal with that level of childhood? Or are you going to be able to deal with that child that may be autistic? Or I'm not saying your child's going to have issues, but I'm just giving you all the examples of when that dream we have of being a mother, right? It suddenly changes and it's hard, right? And like, you got to have patience and all kind of stuff. I'm just saying, I don't like the Queen of Swords in reverse for a mother. Okay, the King of Swords in reverse is a narcissist. So the Queen of Swords in reverse is a bitch, right? With narcissistic tendencies. I don't like that. Clarify the Six of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. And it's gonna cause problems in your relationship. I swear, we all have this dream. And I'm sorry. I know this isn't what you want to hear, but it's like, if you do have a child, right? The child comes and you got this beautiful family dynamic with this Ten of Pentacles energy, right? It's a beautiful family dynamic, right? But it's also, like I said, those hidden things that we don't see coming. It's going to create some kind of conflict within your marriage too. There's a lot of different dynamics at work here, beloved. I'm not going to lie. Like, no, is this what you really want? Because I'll give you an example. I like to give examples. And so, okay, some women, they get married, they like, okay, let's have kids, right? And the fathers, their husbands, all for it too, right? But then they realize, reality sets in, that they at home with the kids, and all of a sudden their husband is working late, right? Or he's hanging out with his buddies, or he's the one that has more freedom. It's just, I don't know, love. I know that's what you want. And then the Nine of Swords in reverse is at the bottom. It's almost like, I'm not saying that you wouldn't be a good mom, beloved, but you don't have to open your heart up, because in this current energy that you're in right now, that's why that Knight of Cups came out. Not right now, you won't be having a child, but I just feel like, try to open your heart space up. Get more in that Queen of Cups energy. I'm not sure why you're showing up as the Queen of Swords in reverse, but that energy, that's not what's up. I'm married. Yes, I'm married. It might be my ex-husband. I already had one baby with him. Now, this energy that's showing up is your energy. If you already got one child, like, why is that energy so strong? Like, I don't like the Queen of Swords in reverse for a mom. And I'm sorry. That's why I did a whole mirror edition on my channel, because we never hold up to the mirrors to see ourselves and how we show up. But that's what I get for you, beloved. If you want another child, I don't see it coming right now, but You need to open your heart up, beloved. I'm not sure what type of parent you are to your current child, which I didn't even pick up a current child, but whatever. That is not one in the ethers for you at this very moment under this energy, but open your heart up. I'm not sure why you're showing up as the Queen of Swords in reverse. You say it might be your husband, but I did not pick up any other energy. But that's what I have for you, beloved. Like I say, this is Black Madonna HP Tarot when truth matters. I can't sugarcoat what I see. Yep. Alrighty, so who's next? What else does Sade have? Let me see. Actual Goddess, are you still here? Sweetest taboo. See, and you know what? That's why you got to go to the readers. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm not, everybody, my followers, my subscribers know I'm not a sugarcoater. I can't, I won't. It's just, it's not helpful for the person. And a lot of times the reading may or may not be what you want to hear, but it's going to be the truth of what I see. And yeah, sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. So if I was you guys, I would stick with the love reads tonight. Those are easier for you guys because Gus, Osman, I know it was rough for them to hear that. Like, ugh. So who's next, love? I'm sorry. Does anyone else have any questions? Thank you for this super chat, whoever sent me a super chat. Beloved, let's go ahead and look into the collective shadow side while we sit here. It's just so interesting to me. Because you'll go, like I had this lady, she called me off of Google, right? And she was like, oh, you know, I'm looking for someone to do a spell to bring my boyfriend back and so on and so forth, right? And she was like, I'm just looking for someone that'll do a spell for me because I paid the last person like $499 to do a spell and he didn't come back and I'm just so desperate. She was like, can you do one for me? And okay, if I wasn't a person of integrity, I'd be like, yeah, I'll do one for you because obviously this is what the previous people was doing to her and it was so wrong, right? But it was like she was so desperate that she was vulnerable to pay that amount and to hear what she wanted to hear. So, you know, even when she called me, I'll do phone readings too, but like I told her, I said, beloved, I don't feel comfortable. I don't do spells, all that type of stuff, right? I'm not that type of reader. I told her, I said, to be honest with you, you can't force anyone to love you, right? You can do all the spells in the world to try to make your person come back since that's what she was looking for. But like I told her, she's wasting, I'm like, you're wasting your money. Those people are lying to you. As you can see, he hasn't come back. And it was like she wanted to force him into her life. And sometimes when somebody don't want you, it's a blessing in disguise, right? Or it's setting you up for somebody, the right person to enter your life and for you not to waste more time with people who aren't meant to be in your life. You know what I mean? So, man, I just wish that more people were honest and weren't just money hungry. You know, beloved is my provider at any given time. So I don't do it for that. I really be trying to help people. And You know, some people don't want to hear the truth, others do. It is what it is, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. My ministry, my reason for being a tarot reader is to try to help people like go on their journey. I don't want to keep people in tarot land. I want you to heal and move forward. That's why I do the readings I do. I can do love readings. They keep you just stuck though, you know. And I don't feel like that's my call all the time. I do them because you guys like them. But as far as what I'm called to do is I'm called to like be a healer, to help people. So that's what I do. Mm. But yeah, let's see what's in the shadow for the collective energy. I definitely got my shadow cards. If you guys have questions, please drop them in the chat. But other than that, I want to see what's going on with the shadow side of the collective. Beloved, what's in the shadow side for us as a collective body, beloved? What's in our shadow side? Why am I not surprised? Inner child. What is the relationship between your shadow self and your inner child? And this inner child card, oh my goodness, I gotta do something about just a playlist. This inner childhood card, I don't know if you guys listen to me when I do my readings, but I talk about the inner child a lot. And a lot of people try to avoid it, but that inner child, having those inner child wounds, it matters. That's why do the shadow work so that you don't keep attracting the same lesson, you know, or the same type of person or people into your life, you know, like that woman, right? That I was just telling you guys about. She was attracting dishonest people in her life. Like she even attracted a man that was dishonest or manipulative to her, and she was still attracting manipulators to her because there's something that's within her inner child that she needs to heal. She's looking for something. Damn, why when I hopped on YouTube my throat was messed up. But and I cannot fix it. I don't know why. I don't know what's up over here on YouTube, but when I was on TikTok, I was fine. Come over here on YouTube, my throat is messed up. But either way, this has a lot to do with what's still going on with the collective. There is a need for us to heal our inner child. People are doing all kind of things instead of doing the work on themselves. They're doing work on their bodies. They are, you know, trying to I guess do spell work, do this, do that, whatever, right? They're having arguments, they're having fight, they're going to jail, they are perishing young, all type of stuff. And it's all coming from this inner childhood wound. It is so important. I can't emphasize enough how important it is for you to do your shadow work, to do your inner healing so that you can help and heal other people. I swear the freaking jails are packed because of this thing right here. The hospitals, you name it, right? Like somebody was saying, and I wonder how much truth it is. They were like, you know, when people have certain chakra blocks or something going on within those chakra, that is where, you know, problems within their body show up and so on and so forth. Like if they have a closed heart chakra, they might have like a heart condition or something like that. I'm not a medical expert. I don't know how true it is, but I know one thing. If we don't work on this right here as a collective, we're going to keep attracting that same lesson over and over again until we do our work. Okay. Let's see what else. What else for the collective? What else, beloved? What else does the collective need to know? What else? Self-talk. How do you speak to yourself when you're angry with yourself? Does it differ from how you speak to yourself when you're angry with other people? This is interesting, but it tells me the mindset as well. You know, when you're upset, like obviously that's just think of the last time you were upset, you were angry or whatever, and you didn't practice self-compassion, right? This is kind of what it's talking about. How do you talk to yourself? Are you gentle, loving, and compassionate to yourself, or are you kind of rough with yourself? Do you beat yourself up for not being perfect or making the right decisions, or you know, whatever the case may be? How are you really like using your mind when it comes to self-love, right? Because I feel like a lot of us may beat ourselves up regarding our shortcomings as human beings. We are spirits having human experiences, and everybody falls short sometime. But man, the way you talk to yourself, man, practice self-compassion and catch yourself when, because we all do it. Catch yourself when you do it. Because I swear the other day I did something. I was like, you so dumb. And I'm like, no, no, no. Self-compassion, self-compassion, right? I had to like rewire it. It was just, I didn't even want to say it out loud. I was being like sarcastic, but I said it. And just the fact I said it and put it into the universe. So it's like, just practice like self-compassion. And then does it differ from how you speak to yourself when you're angry with other people? When we're angry with other people, we tend to justify our reason for the way we were angry, for the reason we're angry at them and the reason we talk to them the way we did. But when it's ourselves, when we're angry with ourselves and we're talking to ourselves in a negative manner, we can't find that same justification to practice self-compassion in those moments. So it's interesting how we can inflict ourselves negatively, but then when it comes to other people, we can justify the reason for our behavior. So definitely watch the way that you guys are speaking to yourselves as far as whatever is going on, and you are showing up as your best self, your highest self. Learn to practice some damn self-compassion, because you are a human being. You're going to make mistakes. Who don't? Okay? What else does the collective need to know? Ooh. Fears. Do you have any unexplained fears or phobia? These show up, and guess how these show up when they show up in your life? These show up as anxiety. These show up as panic. These fears have shown up in a lot of you guys' relationship, because the minute where you feel that, the minute you feel this, your inner childhood wound get triggered, your fears, oh wow, your fears pop up. And then this kicks in. It's kind of interesting how it all goes together. But it's like, here is your deepest wound, your inner childhood wounds, right? That causes this, for you to talk to yourself the way you do. And this is how you display it out into the world. It's through your fears. Very interesting how that is kind of the dynamic that's going on. And I feel like if this is driving your life, then you're not living your best life, this anxiety or whatnot. And okay, how does this show up? Let me give you an example, right? Okay, say for example, you're dating this, he's super fine or she's super cute, whatever, right? They're attractive and you really feeling them. You know, y'all been hanging out. It's been like, you know, a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, right? And suddenly the messages slowly start dwindling, or the phone calls slowly start to, you know, dwindle as well. And so what happens? Your inner childhood wounds start to kick in, and you start to do the self-talk. Oh, do they not like me? Or they like, what's going on? You know, the negative self-talk begins, right? Which leads to what? The anxiety that you start to display to the world. So this is in the form of, you may be calling, why haven't you called me? Or, you know, I text you, why do you even text me back? You know, that's how all of these come full circle. And this is, I feel like why Beloved is talking to you guys about it, because it comes full circle. Our anxieties are coming from our inner childhood wounds, and it's affecting us because it starts with our mind first before it comes out into the world. So this is why it's important to heal the inner child. Right? I don't know then how many times I've said that on my channel, but it's just so crazy that it comes out. Oh, wow. And guess what's at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see? Avoidance. What do you try your best to avoid in life? Are there certain emotions attached to these things? What do we try to avoid? We try to avoid doing our healing work, doing our shadow work. We don't want to look at it. It sounds difficult. It sounds hard. It sounds too spiritual, hoochie, whatever, spiritual, boozy, or whatever, right? It just sounds too hard, so we try to avoid it. But until we do the work, this is the cycle that's going to continue to show up in our lives, right? It's only when we can change one of these dynamics, right? Either change our mindset, right? So it doesn't lead to these fears, these anxieties, or whatever showing up in our lives, right? Until we heal this childhood wound, that the self-talk would change. Or until we, learn to be more confident and stop fearing that our self-talk, something within this circle that the collective is dealing with has to change for the other ones to remove themselves. Something has to change, but this is the circle of life that we're in right now. The inner childhood wounds, the negative self-talk, and the fears. And it just goes round and round, round and round. Let's see, is there anything we can do to combat it, beloved? Talk to us about the inner childhood. The inner child. What can we do to combat it, beloved? What can we do to combat it? Wow. Wow. Wow, beloved came through. Self-soothing. What soothes you when you are upset? So this is kind of what I was talking about when I was talking about practicing like self-compassion. I think I said it more with the self-talk. But that's kind of what self-soothing is. Practicing self-compassion, self-love, doing self-care, all those type of things, right? Being gentle with ourselves, treating ourselves like we would treat the person that we love or the people that we love, right? Being just I don't know, very gentle and kind to ourselves, but soothing ourselves, man, before anything else. So that's how we can help to heal our childhood wounds. But not only that, sending like, and y'all know I don't talk like this, so it come from beloved. Sending like a love and light to your younger self, or going back and talking to your younger self and whatnot, and really like just holding them, soothing that part of yourself is what I feel like it's talking about. Like there's so much that goes on when we're young that we don't understand. Like, man, you're not doing your work. I don't know what to say. This is going in one ear, not the other, if you're not doing your work. But it's time for the collective body to do their work. And man, practicing self-compassion, I'm going to keep using that term over and over again till you guys learn how to be compassionate towards yourself. You're so compassionate towards others, so loving, so kind, so nurturing. You do so much for so many other people in your life. You'll hold down your whole family, but you won't pack the self-compassion for yourself. So it's something to think about. Something to think about, love. But let's see. I was trying to flip these cards over. Okay. What about for self-talk? Let's go ahead and go in this circle. What about for self-talk, beloved? What about for self-talk? Wish they knew. Is there anything you wish more people knew about you? Why don't they know already? So is this a form of insecurity and a form of maybe hiding your true authentic self from the world? And so it creates some type of, I want to use the word resentment within you towards yourself, because why is my throat chakra so messed up? Oh my gosh, what's going on over here on YouTube? You guys gotta excuse me, but my throat chakra, as soon as I turned it on, just went messed up. But wish they knew. Yeah, is there anything you wish more people knew about you? So this is a form of what you're hiding, because remember, this is in your shadow, this self-talk energy, right? There is something that you are hiding from the world, that you are so hard on yourself about. I feel like if you just be your authentic self and just show up in the world the way that you want to, you wouldn't be so hard on yourself, because it says, how do you speak to yourself when you're angry with yourself? Does it differ from how you speak to yourself when you're angry with other people. Once again, we can justify when we're angry with other people, but we can show ourselves self-compassion when we're angry with ourselves, right? There's more going on underneath the surface, beloved, than you know. I swear, it's like this whole 180 effect that's taken on its own life, and you wonder why you can't like get out of this constant cycle of bullshit. Something needs to change within this circle. I'm telling you, like, you need to be your authentic self. Fuck what people think about you, right? They don't pay your bills. They're not doing nothing for you, okay? You are being hard on yourself at the end of the day, and it is coming from this. Do you have a fear? Are you a people pleaser, or what's this right here? Let me try to figure out. Beloved, what is this fears? What is this fears, beloved? What is the fear that the collective energy, how can they combat this fear? Oh my goodness. Why am I not surprised to see this pop up? Forgiveness. How does your shadow self affect your ability to forgive others? How does it affect you? Because you are afraid. Do you have any unexplained fears or phobias? Yes, you have a fear of being hurt again. You have a fear of being vulnerable, a fear of your ego being hurt. There's all type of fears that could be driving this. But whatever it is, beloved, it just feels like there is work that needs to be done because you're not forgiving others. Okay? Your shadow self. Like, this is what's stopping you from forgiving that person who hurt you. This is what's stopping you from forgiving, like, your mom, your sisters, your brothers, your family members, whatever the case may be. This is what's stopping you, your fears. These three dynamics here, I'm telling you, it's a life circle that's going on right now. Okay? Inner child, self-talk, and fears. You have to heal one of these areas in your life to cancel out the other two. It's just that simple. If you can't cancel out your fears, right? Then how are you going to cancel out the negative self-talk? And if you can't cancel out your inner childhood wounds, how are you going to cancel out your fears? Right? It's going to take for you to do your work, because one of these, if you get rid of one of these, the other two will go. Right? How do I get rid of them? To begin with your inner child, just self-soothe yourself, right? And then self-talk, which they knew. Be your true, authentic self. Forget what people think. This is in your shadow. This is negative self-talk, beloved. Be authentic. Stop being afraid, right? And learn to forgive. Be quick to forgive. Okay, life is short, right? We can hold on to grudges forever until that person's in a casket and there's not any I'm sorry's or dang, I wish I would have, like, living life with no regrets. But the collective energy needs to cancel one of these out so the other two can go too. It's just that simple. Okay, what else does the collective energy need to know, beloved? What else? What else does the collective energy need to know, beloved? What else does the collective energy need to know? What else? What else, love? Wow. This is almost, you know how I got this? This is almost like a laugh from the spiritual realm, because it says spiritual protection. Call in Archangel Michael to protect yourself. The reason why I said that is because I feel like the collective energy is so spiritually protected by the spiritual realm, right? The angels, beloved, you know, the different tiers of angels, whatever, right? Passed on loved ones, you know, everything that goes on in the spiritual realm. And what made me really believe that was that what was that? It was a psychic. He used to drive a car. Thomas something, right? I just so happened to see him come across my YouTube feed. But he does like car readings, like he'll be driving and he does like car readings and whatnot, but he usually will connect with people who have passed on loved ones. Now, whether or not it was scripted, it didn't seem like it or appear like it based upon the people's response. But I say all that to say it's a whole like spiritual world that only a few are tapped into, right? So for the ones that's tapped into them when they're first experiencing it, it's like one of the scary experience. But then once you're used to it, you know how to channel it and the reason why you have your gift and all that type of stuff. But it's like you guys have to know that you have made it this far. You've gone through all these different things and you are still standing because there is a lot of protection in the spiritual realm for you. You know, a lot of us that's in this community are chosen ones, right? Because everyone's not awakened. Because what's the opposite of awake, right? Asleep, right? So some people are still asleep, but for those of us that's awake, we know that there's a whole spiritual realm and we don't understand how we understand how tarot cards are significant to our journeys and our spiritual awakenings and all that type of stuff. But to the asleep person, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, right? So for this card to come up, as I was talking about the collective energy and doing their shadow work, it's almost like beloved is saying like, you guys need to do your shadow work and understand that you have this spiritual protection that Archangel Michael is always with you. But for some of you guys, in doing this shadow work, I also feel like some of you guys have been under heavy attack and you guys do need to ask Archangel Michael to protect you as you enter into the zone, because I feel like it's going to trigger a lot of old things that you may have forgot, or some things that you may have buried within yourself that you don't want to look at, things that you don't want to think about. But it's time for you to do the work in order to live your best life ever. So it's just kind of interesting to me that this will be the card that come out, spiritual protection. Okay. What else does the collective energy need to know, beloved? What else? What else, love? Wow. Meditation. Use this guide when you want to meet up with past over loved ones doing your meditations. Wow. Didn't I just spend time? What was his name? Michael something. Thomas John. Okay. Thomas John? I think it's his name. You guys look him up on YouTube. It's called the Seatbelt Psychic or something like that. But either way, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there is help. Look at this help, right? That we have as a collective in the spiritual realm. We have spiritual protection and we're able to meet up with our past over loved ones when we meditate. Now, what's interesting, because I've been thinking about this a lot lately, because life don't last forever. And we have all lost loved ones or people we care about and stuff like that. And I'm like, do I really truly believe in, multiple lives? Or do I believe in the afterlife? What are really my foundational beliefs regarding when we leave here, right? And so I was thinking like it has to be something more to this life than us just living and we're dying and, because kids go, older for everybody got to get up out of here, right? But it's like it has to be more, something more to this, right? So, just thinking about being able to reconnect with past on loved ones, it gave me like the sense that there might be eternal life, but what does that look like? Because if I'm not gonna go deep into that. That's gonna be a whole 20-minute talk. But I say a lot of this to say this. Being able to talk to your past on loved ones who have been in the physical realm and are now in the spiritual realm can give you a lot of insight into your life. because even though you think you're alone, they're always there with you, right? God is there with you. The angels. That's I feel like you guys just need to know there's this whole spiritual world that we're not tapped into every day. Okay, so yeah, it's important to know like what we're really talking about here, because love is cool. Like I said, love is a cool topic to talk about. We can talk about the ex forever, but that ex needs to do their work, and so do you, right? But that ex was like a catalyst for you to do some type of work on yourself, or you kind of wouldn't still even come to tarot to ask about that person, because there's a reason you guys aren't together. Okay, what else does the collective need to know, beloved? What else? Wow. The beloved is that beloved is definitely pushing this topic tonight. You are not a victim of your DNA. Your environment has a huge influence on your life, not just your DNA. Wow. This inner child, this little you that still has some unresolved issues and so on and so forth. I mean, we can say, well, my mom, my dad, whatever, right? But it's saying like, look at the, what do they call it? The six, what is it called? The six something circle. Either way, if you look at the six people in your inner circle, it'll tell you who you are and what type of environment you are in and what your future is going to look like. What do they call it? Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Either way, beloved is coming through and saying you're not a victim of, just your parents and stuff like that. These inner childhood wounds, yes, they're there, but it's also being triggered by the environment, the people that you have in your circle, the people that you let in your life, right? It matters. Don't sit there and entertain bullshit if you don't have to, because it lowers your vibrational frequency, right? It lowers your ability to naturally heal yourself and all kind of things. When people are around positive people, they like it's contagious. You just glow, you're just happier, you just feel better. But when you're around negative people, motherfucker, you just feel drained when you leave, right? You feel like you did a whole lot and you haven't really did anything. But what ends up happening, I think you guys need to know this, is that when you're around negative people and you are a child of light, they are really draining your energy, right? They are pulling light from you. When you step into a room, beloved, you need to know that you are the light source and the light force, right? So the people that you choose to be around, they're going to draw from your light force and light source. Have you not noticed that people do better when they're in your circle, when they're friends, or when they're around you, all that type of stuff? Like, it is you. So beloved is saying, like, first off, you're nobody's victim, you are a victor. Second off, your parents, yeah, this inner child plays a critical role in your current life, but not as critical as the people that you allow into your life. You need to be very selective with who you allow in your circle and your environment to be around you. If people don't make you feel good, if they make you feel bad, if they're draining your energy, they're doing all that type of shit, then it's like, man, you really need to get those people out of your circle, because it is 2025. If you got one life and life is super short and we never know when we're going to go, we're not all promised to make it to 90, 95 years old. Like people be like, I'm trying to eat healthy and so on and so forth. And that's great. But don't just eat healthy because you want to live a long life. because you could hop in a car and die in a car accident, but do certain things just to make yourself happy. Life is short. So if you're in an environment, there's messed up, low vibrational people in your environment that's pulling you down and pulling your energy down, and you need to get those people from around you because it's affecting your long-term outcome. Okay. So I guess I think beloved is pretty much done. I don't feel like I need to pull any more cards. So on that note, I will give you guys a power message and close out this reading. Beloved, just the only thing I really want you guys to remember is these 3 cards in the circle of life that they're playing. Try to cancel out one of these one way or another, and they'll cancel them all out. Because if you start talking more positive about yourself, right, you're not going to be afraid. You'll have a lot more confidence, so on and so forth. And having confidence, you'll heal this inner child because that won't be the catalyst that's affecting everything else. So just something to think about, okay? What's the power messages? Oh my goodness. My throat chakra, god damn. Only on YouTube. Beloved, what is the power message for the collective as I close out this reading, love? What's the power message? What's the power message? Beauty. I am a spark of divinity. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows without question my own beauty, worthiness, and desirability. Let me remember constantly who I am. Love is self in a temporary human form. Amen and amen. Because that's kind of the energy beloved was talking about. Like, man, there's a whole spiritual realm. We're spiritual beings having human experiences. And there's a whole spiritual realm that's going on around us that we can't see, right? But we are like connected, right? Able to connect with our past over loved ones, able to connect with the angels, able to connect with God. So let us not forget while we're here who we are and that we are light source, right? That we are beautiful, that we are divine, okay? Let us not forget those things. What else? What else does the collective need to know for their power message, beloved? What else? Offering. I am peaceful. Let me, divine beloved, offer all desires and knowing the right outcomes are already selected. That's powerful. Grant me true surrender and peace. Let me be only a vehicle for your will on every way. Wow. I got to reread that. Let me, divine beloved, offer all desires to you, knowing the right outcomes are already selected. God is already in control. Driving, Jesus, take the wheel. Grant me true surrender and peace. True surrender. Letting go. Allowing God. Let go and let God. And have peace of mind. Let me be only a vehicle for your will in every way, being the hands and feet for the divine, for beloved, for God. That's it. That's it. What else, beloved? Ooh, absolutely. Playfulness. Oh my goodness. Come on, phone, focus. Do I got to get that out the way? Yep. Okay. Change me, divine beloved, into one is wildly open to the new. Free me from rigid patterns that no longer serve me. Let me feel adventurous and spontaneous, knowing that the more I open to life, the more it opens to me. I think we started off this entire reading with this card, joy and delight. And it's interesting that beloved is 316 back, or 180 rather, back to this. Why is, ugh. And you guys wonder why I don't do lives on YouTube. I be wanting to, but I'm like, I'm just gonna do the videos and do the picture and the animations, and we just gonna rock it like that because yeah, it'd be too much. But either way, beloved is going 360 with this joy and happiness. It's like beloved wants to see the collective energy happy. I feel like we allow too many things to pull us down, and it's like this is the energy. When beloved sees us, this is how he wants to see us, just enjoying life, being free spirited, being childlike, whatever, not letting things, people, situations bring us down because we are the light. I mean, look at the synchronicity of the yellow. Like that is being like a child of light, right? Children of darkness don't have that level of joy and happiness, but we do. We have access to that level of joy and happiness, but we got to stop letting every little thing get to us. We got to stop worrying about every little thing that don't matter, that just sucks life out of us, sucks out life force completely out of us. Remember, a spark of divinity. Like to be a spark, that's what's on the Ace of Wands card. A spark. And sometimes that's all it takes is a spark to light up the whole fucking room. So when you stepping into a room, like I say, you guys, you gotta understand that you are the light in the midst of darkness. Don't be in rooms where they are putting out your light. Don't be in a relationship where they are putting out your light, right? Where they are covering your light, with a cup so your fire just burns out. No, be in a room where they're gonna blow on your light, you know, and that flame just get bigger and bigger until you so passionate about life, you can't help but just to be happy. Like everything is like, man, glowing in my life. Like just look, like everything's beautiful. I swear, I feel like the children of the light, we deal with so many children of darkness and don't even recognize because they look like us, right? They come dressed as sheep and wolves clothing, and we think they're like us, right? Because they show up, they're mirroring us and they're acting like they're like us until they pull off their mask, right? And they show their wolf face. Only then are we caught off guard because we so good hearted, so good natured, open to helping people, being there for anyone, loving, being compassionate, all that type of stuff. But then by the time we realize that we are dealing with wolves, it's too late. Now our feelings hurt. Now we gotta go back to our cycle. Wait, we go back to the cycle of the inner child. Let me do my inner childhood work, our negative self-talk and our fears, and we're back at square one all over again. So this is why it's important, man, to keep yourself surrounded by high vibrational people. If you don't have a tribe yet of people that's vibing like you, like if you're like me, because I don't know, I'm like, is it the city I'm in or what's going on? Like, why are there no other like tarot readers or intuitive readers or spiritualists in my areas? Like, God, why am I not meeting anyone that's into what I'm into? I'm not into talking about other people. I don't really care about the Real Housewives of every state. I don't care what the hell is on TV half the time or what's going on in the news. I really don't care about that. But if I can meet someone that's like me, and we talk about spiritual stuff, and we are like, iron sharpens iron, that's what I'm all about. Like I'm trying to figure out like where those type of people are, so I'm trying to call them in. So I hope you guys are trying to do the same, because yeah, only so long can you take people that's dimming your light before you just be like, nope. And I believe that's why if you don't have your tribe, like it is better to be alone, be in your hermit energy, be in your Nine of Pentacles energy or something like that until beloved sends your tribe to you. Because enough already of giving away your energy to people that don't deserve it. Okay? You were once like this, right? You were once like this, collective. But then this came along, friendships or, connections or whatever, right? Partnerships and whatnot, all that type of stuff. And then what happened? Shit dimmed your light. You see how I couldn't get light at first? That's what it was like for you, right? It put out your light. So, man, that's why the other thing, when you get in a new connection too, beloved, get into a connection of someone that is vibing like you, someone that is of the light too. Because that unequally yoked shit where you're the light and their darkness is not going to work. Maybe that's the reason why some of you guys' relationships didn't work out. Maybe they weren't children of the light, and you will know from their works. Did they treat you well? Were they good to people? Like, you would know whether or not they were children of the light by the way they treated you. Okay? Clarify this Ace of Wands, beloved. Clarify this Ace of Wands. I don't even know, beloved. The collective energy, the person that they were just dealing with, their ex, or the person that's on their mind. Was this person a child of light or a child of darkness, beloved? I gotta ask this question. Were they a child of light or a child of darkness, love? Were they a child of light or a child of darkness? The King of Swords. You know what I'm looking at? I'm going to see if you guys pick up on it before I do, because you guys are intuitive. I'm looking at the black birds, right? I'm looking at that form of, because I'm like, okay, you're a child of the light. Are they a child of the darkness? And it's like, maybe they weren't a child of darkness. I would say this for them, right? But they were definitely messengers or used by entities of darkness, because they were, wait, hold on. I just noticed this. This is the first time I noticed this about this card. And you guys seen this card a million times too. He got on a falcon jacket. So maybe they were workers of darkness, whether known or unknown, but they were definitely sent towards you. Clarify this King of Swords energy. Clarify this King of Swords energy, please, love. Regarding whether this person that the collective was dealing with was a child of light or a child of darkness. Clarify this energy, please. Wow. It's like clarifying with the same energy, which is interesting. It's like the only reason I feel like the Queen of Swords came out is because the King of Swords was already used. I just think they were used, beloved, by the spiritual realm, the dark spiritual realm, because they were an open portal, because of the lifestyle they lived, the way that they moved on earth as a spirit, as a human being. They were good. You know, when they talk about that narcissist empath relationship, okay, that's cool. But when you put it in terms of light and darkness, and how, you know, when someone is a portal, right? They have open portals, and it don't take much to be an open portal. Because when you drink alcohol, what is it called? Wine and spirits. And haven't you guys seen people that act different when they're drinking, or they get a different look, or it's like, I don't seen some wicked shit come out of just alcohol. So imagine all the other stuff that they got out here, right? So for some of you guys, you were dealing with a person that was an open portal to be this darkness that came towards your light, beloved. Clarify this Ace of Wands energy for the collective. Wow. Clarify this Ace of Wands. I swore 5 minutes ago I was getting up out of here, didn't I? Clarify this Ace of Wands, beloved. Wow, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Damn. That now collective. Wow. I'm just looking. Hold on. Wait, let me get that out the way. I'm just looking at that path. You know, you had light, right? Let me put it closer. Hopefully you guys can see what I mean, what I'm talking about. I don't know why I wants to focus on that thing. But if you look along the path, you see all those flames and torches. It's like 3 of them. But the burden became so heavy. Shit, you had to leave your light, your flames, your passion behind, right? Because you had all that to carry. You ain't got time. Where you got space to carry a torch? Where? What hand you got free? So this, you may have came in like this. When you met that person, oh, light and full of joy, happy and shit, just enjoying life. I'm light. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? But you definitely left like this. And that's messed up. But that's exactly why, beloved, is warning you and telling you, like, stop allowing people in your life that isn't adding value to your life. And don't be so easily, oh shit, don't be so easily deceived by people's personas. I wanna get into your ex-person's shadow side and see what was in their shadow side. So we know you got inner child, self-talk, and fears. What was in the collective's person shadow side, beloved? How are they showing up? Oh, wow. Negative habits. What negative habits do you struggle to break? Now you understand why I just said they may not have been a dark entity themselves, but they were definitely an open portal for darker energies to attack you because of, they may drink, they may do, whatever, right? Have sex with many different spirits or whatever the case, right? They got an open portal, right? What else, beloved? What else? What else, love? Traits. What traits do you dislike the most about yourself? So they got some form of low self-esteem, which is probably why they have these negative habits. Oh, let's just say it, okay? This is the reason why they have issues with being loyal or being in a relationship, because there are people who boost their self-esteem, boost their self-confidence, their self-worth, because in the shadow they can't find it within themselves, right? So this is why this person keeps 1 on deck or 2 on deck or 3 hidden in the shadows or something like that. 3's company, 4's a crowd. Like this is exactly why they were able to be used. What else? What else is in this person's shadow side, beloved? Wow. Childhood activities. What activities did you enjoy as a child? What does this reveal about your inner child? So they never freaking grew up. Those say, remember, it started off talking about negative habits, right? It ends with childhood activities. So they never grew. This is a person that got stuck in time. And this is why they were an open portal. Because when you're stuck in time, right? And you're doing what the masses do, you are easily influenced by what? Other energies. This negative habit, whatever it was from childhood, bled over into their adult life, right? Which led to them, their traits, This might, I don't know. And the other thing, these cards weren't in reverse, but why do I feel like this would have been in reverse? The narcissist card. Because it feels like the narcissist empath relationship. I'm not gonna even lie. That's kind of how I pick it up. But this is the reason why they were a pearl. And this is the reason why they were sent your way, because you was the light, beloved. Oh, I'm gonna leave this alone because y'all know I could just dive in deep into it. I need to learn how to schedule my lives and do them and all that type of stuff. But I like the element of just surprise, because whoever's meant to hear the message will get it. But either way, love, that is the message that I have for you guys. I thank you so much for tapping into Black Madonna HP's table etiquettes. Please make sure that you subscribe. Check out blackmadonnahp.com. You can find my tarot deck there, my True Emotions deck. I got on my deck there. I got sweatshirts, t-shirts, like just check it out, blog, all that type of stuff. So make sure you guys check it out. Other than that, I thank you guys so much for tapping in. Until next time, love, peace, and so take care.